Hey, how's it going everyone? Today we are going to be talking about a new Elixir glitch as well as a great way to farm XP, including a XP glitch. Then we're going to finish it up by talking about the latest developer backlash because man, oh man, their latest developer gameplay walkthrough, whatever you want to call it, went terribly wrong. So now that you know what you're in for, let's go ahead and talk about the Elixir glitch first. This can be done quite easy and you guys are going to be thinking, this might be more of an exploit. So what we need to do is obviously open up the map here, locate this exact waypoint. And it's a few distance from Kyovashot, actually a little bit more than a few distance, but honestly it's not too far. We're going to then go up towards the top here. We're going to locate this quest right here. We're going to accept it. Then from there, just go through the dialogue. If you would like to listen through it, you can absolutely listen to the whole thing. We're going to then exit outside of the hut, go towards the left side, interact with this fella. After you've done so, you can then interact with the second NPC. And last but not least, there's going to be a third one. From there, all we need to do is head back towards the hut once we've interacted with all three NPCs. Yes, this is going to be the original guy that gave you the quest. That will be the guy that you need to talk to. You can spam through it if you've already, done this before. You want to open up your map and you're going to see two locations. There's going to be one on the left and there's going to be one on the right. So now that I've talked to him, I'm going to go up towards the top. And as I've just mentioned, there's one on the left, one on the right. We do not need to go towards the right side and I'll show you why here in just 1 second. We're going to flip over this guy and then we're going to pick up the elixir. And if we head towards the right side, what you're going to see is the other location. You do not need to interact with the fellow on the ground because what it's going to be is a quest item that you can obviously skip. What we're going to do is then head back towards the town. The reason why is because we're going to open up our menu here, specifically the map. We're going to go towards the right side and we're going to cancel this side quest. So abandon the quest and then go towards the top, interact with him again. And what you're going to see is that I'm going to be able to do everything that I just did previously, including that the elixir is going to pop up again. I do want to note that this is going to be patched right away once patch 1.1.2 is finally released. This means you should probably do this before the patch date, which is on August 15th. So really you only have 3 days to gather as much elixir as you possibly can. This one specifically will actually increase your armor quite a lot. It's not a weak version either, so I definitely do recommend picking this up as soon as you can, and then just rinse and repeating it so that you have some backups. Now, just in case you may have skipped through the video because some have actually done that, again, this is going to be patched on 1.1.2 on August 15th. So with that to the side, you're going to see right here that I'm able to pick up the elixir once more, flip over the body, and then over towards the right, just avoid that, go back to town, obviously abandon the quest, then talk to the fella and rinse and repeat this until you have about a max stack. Continuing on here, we're going to talk about two things, specifically XP farming and a XP glitch that you can do. So as far as I'm aware, I do believe that this is going to be possible after the patch 1.1.2. Before we get into that, I do want to talk about some of the best nightmare dungeons that you should be XP farming for. And this goes without saying that the recent patch definitely did a great job on compacting these dungeons. First and foremost, one of the best is gotta be this one that I'm at, which is Mariner's Refuge. Man, it's definitely compacted. It's compared to Surat's Lair. Another great one is Immortal Emanation. These are just to name a few so that you kind of have a good idea on what you should be aiming for. I will leave a great list over there on the Discord if you would like to check it out. And that will be updated sometime after this video is public. Although, let's say that does not suit you too well. You're like, why would I want to just go to a nightmare dungeon? Although it is one of the best ways to acquire XP. Regardless, this method right here can actually be useful for World Tier 1 and World Tier 2. You might actually find it beneficial for even World Tier 3. What you want to do is grab the Wayward Soul quest and then just do not complete it. You should be able to spawn an infinite amount of enemies by going in and out of this orange zone here. I have shown this in the past, I know. The only reason why I'm showing it again is because I constantly receive messages on Discord or someone messages me saying, hey, is this patch or is this patch? And of course, to give further proof right here, this is recent footage, it's not patched. I presume that it will be okay when patch 1.1.2 arrives, but honestly, who knows at this point. And with all those glitches, and including the XP farm method, we can now talk about something else that has caught my attention as well as a few other players. Over at the Diablo 4 YouTube channel, they uploaded a video called Diablo 4's Adventure with the Dev. This video actually made a few players angry or disappointed, might be the better word here, because what they've done so far in this video, you can actually check it out. I'm gonna read a few comments as well to give you a better idea. First and foremost, what they did was they constantly spammed down the basic skill button without using any other skills. I believe they used one other skill, but other than that, it was not good at all. They were dying from levels, at least one level above them, so obviously it's not that difficult. And there's just a bunch of other things, and maybe the comment section here will give you a better idea. You can obviously check out the video. The first comment says, devs spamming basic ability with a full resource bar, then dying on world tier 1 at level 50 in a normal dungeon? Yep, it all makes sense now. He's not wrong there. Continue on towards the second one. The more video they release, the more I truly realize how beyond saving Blizzard is. The third comment, can they film devs playing dungeons in tier 90 next time? I wonder how much of a spur conversation they'll have in the actual end game. And this one's my favorite. This guy just typed down a bunch of A's and RB's and A, and then obviously at the end, showcasing the classes in the best way possible. I'll be fair here, I'm not really too upset with the way they're playing, yet I can see the overall picture as to why these players are upset and why most of you were probably upset. It's because if they are the developers of the game, shouldn't they know how to play it? Or there's a combination of things that went wrong in this video that upsetted quite a few players. I was not upset bad over it. It was just like, okay, yeah, they were constantly spamming down the basic skill and hardly used any other ability that was obviously given to them. And last but not least, I do want to mention one more thing. I know I probably said the last one was the last thing. That Diablo 3 has recently received an update, which is quite the shocker. They are going to be introducing a new season for Diablo 3. I'm guessing they do not want to leave some of those players short. If I had any guess, that would be my best one. I'm just going to say right off the bat, if you decide to swap over to Diablo 3, I would not be surprised. There is the new season. They're doing a bunch of things over there, so I would recommend checking it out if you're a fan of the previous one. Now, before I do end the video, I want to say that there has been someone commenting in the video saying that you've won a prize. If this has ever happened, and it includes my picture, logo, whatever you want to call it, absolutely do not believe it. It's a scam. For whatever reason, there's someone out there trying to, I guess, pretend to be me with a different username. You can see it right here on the screen. Just absolutely please do not message this person. If you have any questions or you want any sort of information, you can hit me up over at the Discord. This is the only way to contact me from now on because I feel like it's the best way to kind of just distinguish between what's legit and what's not, because obviously this comment is not legit at all. It's someone else that's trying to pretend to be me. What I would do is just, again, hit me up over at the Discord if you have any questions or if you want to talk it out about glitches. Other than that, I hope that you guys have enjoyed the video quite a lot. I do like to go over glitches and bugs first and foremost in the video, and then finish it up by talking about some extra things that you may find interesting. I hope that you guys have enjoyed it truly. Give it a video a like, and if you have any questions, comment down below. I will reply within the first hour or two. And with that being said, see you all in the next video.